For 5 whole years, I watched my entire dreams slip further away. I wrote JAMB over and over again, 5 times. Each year came with brand new hope and ended with heartbreaks. I thought God had forgotten me. It was working out miracle that would change the entire story of my life.
Welcome to Rooted and Rising. I'm Busola Liboro. This channel is for women navigating waiting seasons, personal growth, and purpose. Rooted in faith. Rising in purpose.
Growing up, I'd always believed I'll get admission into the university immediately after secondary school. I wrote my WAEC once, but for 5 years I kept writing JAMB over and over again. I never knew that life had other plans for me. I tried applying to different universities. I remember myself and my mom even had to go to a remote town in Nigeria, somewhere in the southwest, to seek admission into School of Nursing. But all to no avail. I tried A-levels, tried to write A-levels so that I could use it for admission, but still, all to no avail. For 5 whole years, I was at home. But what was I doing during those 5 years? That's what I want to share with you. I won't lie to you, at some point, I wondered if education was part of God's plan for my life. In fact, I had a pastor. There was a pastor that came to my mom's church then and actually told me that, it's not everybody that will go to the university and all that. That he saw a revelation that I'm to be his wife. That God said I'm his wife. How old was I then? I wasn't even 20 then. And because I later got admission at the age of 22 and graduated at the age of 26. So I finished secondary school at the age of 15. I got into secondary school on time. So I left primary school at the age of 9. I got admitted into secondary school, till SS3, and then I started writing JAMB, and JAMB was jambing me. One thing I've come to realize now is that in that waiting season, God was working on me. So I didn't sit at home feeling dejected and just moping around and loafing about. No. So instead of sitting at home feeling defeated, I started teaching. And from there, I didn't know God was working out something bigger for me. God began to move me to start a youth fellowship. So it's an interdenominational youth fellowship where we gather to pray, we study the word, we move from one church to another church, fellowshipping with one another. And then I later on started a music band. We started ministering from one church to another in that local community where I was living with my parents. So by the grace of God, the time wasn't wasted at all. It's now that I'm realizing that it's a preparation. I didn't know it then that God was preparing me for something bigger, but it's all the pieces are just coming together right now, and then I'm seeing the bigger picture now. And I didn't realize this until the Holy Spirit began to help me to, see the purpose for that particular season of my life. After 5 years, I honestly gave up. I just told myself maybe university is not for me. But God had already written a different ending. And then one day, God sent a destiny helper to me. And she sponsored my entire 4 years in a prestigious private university in Nigeria. She paid my tuition for 4 years and gave me monthly allowance. And our children became family to me, loving me, cheering me on, supporting me through every stage in the university. Up to today, they are still there for me. This is God. It's not the work of any man. This is the thing that God orchestrated by himself. Just to let you know that God never fails. He's always there. He's writing, rewriting, and rewriting your life story. So you might have given up. You might have thought, oh, maybe there's no point anymore. I've been waiting for this particular thing. It's not coming forth. But I want you to know that is not the end of the story. God is still writing your story. Your story has not ended. My sister, my brother, your story has not ended. God is working out miracles that will birth that purpose that He has for your life. Like He did for me, He will do greater for you. It can be true. Looking back now, I understand something powerful. Delay is not denial. God wasn't punishing me. He was planting me. God wasn't withholding admission. He was preparing a destiny. I'd gone to school earlier. I may never have started that youth fellowship. I may never have started that worship band. And I may never have met those people in my team, in the worship team, whose lives are now impacting millions of people today. You know? And I won't have this testimony right now. I may never have encountered the destiny and power God used to lift me. So you see how God is orchestrating everything for your good. He has said it in His word. He said His thoughts and plans towards you is good and not evil. So you just need to relax and know that God got your back. So if you're in a waiting season and you're watching this, I want you to know that God is never late. And your waiting is not a waste. God is working miracles quietly behind the scenes. You might not see it. It might not look like something is happening. Yes, everything seems quiet, but I want you to trust God because it will definitely come through. This season will pass. My name is Busola Libero, and this is my story. A story of waiting, worship, and God's faithfulness. I will be sharing more content on how you can navigate waiting seasons. And the upcoming video, the next video is going to be on lessons I learned during these seasons of waiting. Also, I'll be sharing mistakes I made in the seasons of waiting. Bye and God bless you. Stay blessed.